بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. Very quickly, we will quickly reflect on this 20th juz of the Quran, and something which is extremely present in this part of the Quran is the story between Musa and Pharaoh. And there's a particular verse which I really love a lot, and which I think we should live by, and in many ways summarize the entire message of Islam. And this is the pledge of Musa alayhi salam, and the pledge that we should all take and all live by. So بعد أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم قال ربي بما أنعمت علي فلن أكون ظهيرا للمجرمين. Sayyidina Musa alayhi salam says, "Oh my Lord, due to the many favors that you've bestowed upon me, I will never be a supporter of the oppressors or of the criminals." And this pledge really or this promise and this dua has two parts, which we need to reflect and implement. First part is an internal part to this promise and this pledge of Musa alayhi salam. As an internal part, it displays a profound appreciation of Allah's blessings. He said, "Oh my Lord," he admits and he recognizes and he acknowledges the blessings that Allah has given him. And this is something that in our life we need to admit and count. And the blessings of Allah are countless, and that's an action of the heart. That's something that can be manifested on the tongue through shukr, showing gratefulness and praising Allah. So that's the first part of this pledge. And in essence, that's tawheed. That's admitting that Allah is the one who nurtures us, is the one that created us, and is the one whom we have to worship. The second part of this pledge of Musa alayhi salam is an external aspect of Islam, and is actually a direct consequence of this recognition of Allah's blessings. He says in the second part that I will never be, because of the favors that you've bestowed upon me, I will never be a supporter of the criminals and the oppressors. In other words, the shukr that we have for Allah, towards Allah, has to manifest in the physical world. Okay? And how does that manifest in this dua? It manifests by never lending any form of support to an oppressors. And oppressors are those that reject Allah's command, those that abuse people's rights, and so on and so forth. And we cannot lend them any support whatsoever, regardless of whom they are, whether they're enemies or foes, whether they're families, friends, or people we dislike. And even more so, we can never turn towards injustice, even in our quest of rebelling against injustice. And that's where the message of Islam is extremely profound and extremely just. As we know, "I'dilu huwa aqrabu lit-taqwa," be justice is closer to taqwa. And to summarize this dua of Musa alayhi salam, "Oh my Lord, due to the many blessings you've bestowed upon me, I will never be a supporter of the oppressors," summarizes the entire Islam and the call for Muslims to be both salih. A Muslim needs to be salih, he needs to be pious, he needs to be a righteous person, and he also needs to be a muslih, someone who transforms society, and someone who has not simply a private worshipper, but someone who has a direct impact in the world. وجزاكم الله خير والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.